Kings 88.5.
Kings 88.5 FM.
We got the flavor.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because the Assad is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
I see in the next few months a nicer country, a very noisy country, rowdy country, a heavily divided country, a very tough economy, a sense of elitism by those who are coming at the hem of authority. The coming in of the Unity Party is going to multiply the economic woes, the economic conundrum, the economic quagmire, the suffering of the Liberian people is going to multiply. We are not prophets of doom, but the reality will come. I see in the next few months a nicer country, a very noisy country, rowdy country, a heavily divided country, a very tough economy, a sense of elitism by those who are coming at the hem of authority. The coming in of the Unity Party is going to multiply the economic woes, the economic conundrum, the economic quagmire, the suffering of the Liberian people is going to multiply. We are not prophets of doom, but the reality will come.
I'm just warming up, so get ready for me. For the next 13 days, I will keep you crying. And you're crying all over the place. What I will continue to do, I've already succeeded in completely demoralizing your base. You're just crying all over the place. I haven't even started. I'm just warming up. How dare you, foolish, desperate people, talk about rescue country. Joseph Boga couldn't even rescue himself. So when he passing around, oh, cause I did, cause I died. Where were you when I raised him money left and right to feed him and fly him from hospital to hospital? Where were you all sitting there talking nonsense? Talking about cause I ain't got no integrity. I didn't have integrity when I was feeding Joseph Boga. Your God. Bunch of ungrateful people. Have you heard Joseph Boga deny that I was raising money left and right to feed him? Have you heard him deny it? He will never deny it because he knows this to be true. Have you noticed what's happening to you all? And I haven't even started. I'm just warming up. So get ready for me. What I'm going to display and publish, you all will see.
Let me abruptly regurgitate my point of view vis-a-vis using my perspicacity and ratiocinations as a compos mentis homo sapien and as an erudite and academic juggernaut. Let me delineate the nitty-gritty, the nuts and bolts, and the crinkum crankum of the status quo. You see, this is not me venting out my garrulity and loquacious monomania in this tete-a-tete. I would never intentionally obfuscate, befuddle, becloud, and buff in a fog and canopy of obnubilation and ago-bago malarkey. Now, let me digress to the crux and focal point of this colloquy. It is dismally lugubrious and dolorously lachrymose that the premium motor spirit, or if you have the proclivity and propensity to refer to it with the layman's nomenclature, which is no more ubiquitous. And concomitant to that, the price keeps burgeoning and mushrooming as a corollary to the scarcity. Now, let me demystify and delineate as I pilot and paddle you through this expository legato peregrination of rebarbative rigmarole.
Languid, languorous, and in a financial comatose, they have the intrepidity and temerity to incautiously introduce the endemic and orthogonous excruciating bank charges. What a debilitating, attenuating, enervating, and exasperating situation. The totalitarians, tyrannical and tyrannous politicos, leave the masses in what I call happy-go-lucky and desultory attitudes. The prodigious charges, or if you like, call it taxation, has anomalously caused a proliferate, unabated, skyrocket cost of living in our milieu. Why create a financial tumult, a financial rumpus, a financial rumpus in our pockets? The anti-penultimate lemma is melancholious and rebarbative.
A verisimilitude harangue to my prescient, vigorous, and vociferously vehement gravitas correro. You see, this matter requires a Brobdingnagian ruminative introspection as an aficionado and academic apparatchik. See, this is a mendacious, perfidious, fallacious, erroneous, and egregious asseverations, allegations, avowal, and averment, unequivocally and uncontrovertibly certain that I did not fecund, propagate, proliferate, and fertilize this lady's prenatal chambers, ovaries, and ovum. Let me give you the utmost veracity, verity, and dinkum oil, and the cornucopia and gallimaufry of the ingredients of this pandemonium and conundrum. For donkey years and a month of Sundays, we are engaging in pata-pata, rumpy-pumpy, and coitus, but I must admit that I did not fertilize and fecund your ovaries, gook, and prenatal chambers.
Because in this particular scenario, I will not temper justice with method. Who is that arrogant homo sapien that was part of the production process of bringing this infinitesimal being into this wicked world? Young man, it is crystal clear that you're mentally unstable, and this idiot standing before us is a super moon.
Timadoma is my cousin. I was born in Nimakante.
You got birth certificate?
I come in now. Revin, take time. Revin, you divorce a wife 2 times, you divorce a 2 wife woman.
You see how you done lie? I only been married twice. I was divorced twice. You know jack about me. You don't want to say you were divorced your wife and she vote for CDC. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
Timadoma is my cousin. I was born in Nimakante.
You got birth certificate?
I come in now. Revin, take time. Revin, you divorce a wife 2 times, you divorce a 2 wife woman.
You see how you done lie? I only been married twice. I was divorced twice. You know jack about me. You don't want to say you were divorced your wife and she vote for CDC. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
Timadoma is my cousin. I was born in Nimakante.
You got birth certificate?
I come in now. Revin, take time. Revin, you divorce a wife 2 times, you divorce a 2 wife woman.
You see how you done lie? I only been married twice. I was divorced twice. You know jack about me. You don't want to say you were divorced your wife and she vote for CDC. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
Timadoma is my cousin. I was born in Nimakante.
You got birth certificate?
I come in now. Revin, take time. Revin, you divorce a wife 2 times, you divorce a 2 wife woman.
You see how you done lie? I only been married twice. I was divorced twice. You know jack about me. You don't want to say you were divorced your wife and she vote for CDC. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or certain condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because the Asa is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country, as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Let's move on. Time is of the essence. Thank you, all of you who have joined in this afternoon. Can appreciate all of you the more. My dear Southeastern sister, Dwight, you are on. Good to have you on. Good. Dwight, you are on from Minnesota, the United States of America. Good that you are on. Emmanuel Bro. Emmanuel Bro, how your name is spelled? You are on. Good. Alexander M. Dolly, you've come on from Tennessee, the United States of America. Otates Barkley, you are on. There's Samuel More Grace Friday. You are on too. Good to have you on. Mohammed B. Cannon, you are on from Brussels, Belgium. Ralph Cooper from Colorado, the United States. Brelida Warrens, you've on from the United States. Also, Philip Kura from Dubai. Good to have you on. Vinicius Bar from Claude de Port, Nucrutown. CDC Papi Success Keita for life. Nehemiah B. Roberts, you are on from Congo Town. Musa A. Sharif from Sofe Community, Congo Town. Levi B. Matate, you are on from District 3, Painesville, Wood Camp. Nina Quia, you come on. Good to have you on. CDC Darlington, you are on from New Jersey, the United States. Mambu Roberts from Claratown. Fofana King, you are on. Bapping Paul Lee from Johnsonville, Clarence Dwell from your hustle area, legal hustle, you said. Enoch Snetter, you are on from Douala Market, Momo Town West. Aweli T City, you are on from Police Academy. John Koi from Germany. Harris City, you are on from New Georgia, your residence. Caldwell, you said. Otis, that's Otto from Freeport. Muya Sharif, you are on from where? Mataldi. Mataldi, the purported home, you said. The purported home of who? Today is Friday. William Maseque from Pennsylvania, the United States. T. Dinah Exceeding Grace from District 9. Samuel Sayon from Broadville, Christopolis Community. And Solo Wat Kosia. Solo Wat Kosia from your comfort zone, New Georgia estate. Jackson Pony. I think I have to list the statutory members. They never miss out on the show, even if there's no current at their house or houses, no money in their phone to get megabyte. They will straight try some kind of way. Thank you so much that all of you have made Kings FM very significant to you people. All of the shows, let's talk about it with Israel, Real Talk with Sam Andrews, and the Doyen, the doctor himself, Teacher Light, and Face the Issues. Thank you so much. All of you, you have made Kings a priority for you people. Okay, thank you so much. I can call everybody because of time. Tina Cooper, you are on. Thank you so much. You're always coming on. You are one of the statutory members. You never miss out on the show. Thank you so much. Clady, what happened? I'm not saying okay. She showed face quickly. Clady Allison, you are on from Delaware. Yes, Clady, I'm okay. I'm doing good. Yes. Thank you so much for the concern. Okay, let's keep it up, man. So we're giving weekend dollars. Oh, one person have not seen yet. Kude, yeah. I'm saying Claudia, what happened with Kuda? Okay, she will come on. Maybe she's kind of busy. All right. So we're giving some dollars. Start playing now and take your 10,000. It's the weekend. Some of the entertainment centers, they are pretending like they in sympathy with what happened today, what is happening now as we speak around the city. But they're going to enjoy, they're going to have the advantage. The weekend, for those of you who are out of Liberia, it is the custom, it has become a tradition in this country. The weekend, the entertainment centers are jam-packed. The streets are flooded with people amusing themselves whichever way they can. We are adding 10,000 to the Jolly weekend. So you can take it by just putting in $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50, the King's Cash giveaway. That's how you take it. Nothing on earth. Everything about life is you have to apply effort and then you receive. Just before I left the newsroom, people was talking about the guy who won a house. They were showing the house. Rather, they built the house for him. They built the house. He won, and then they built the house for him. So he didn't have a house to live in. He was renting, and he kept on playing the King's Cash giveaway, kept on playing with the understanding or the faith that he will win one day And truly it came to pass that today he's in his own house. They were showing me the house around it. So you see, that's what it is. God in heaven never ever do it all by himself for us. You apply effort and God completes. If you want your life to change or you need 10,000, God said, I can make you get the 10,000, but hear what you do. The 10,000, it is for you to take because it is my testimony unto you. Just put in 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 and you have that 10,000 the guy is talking about on the radio. That problem you have in your house, the debt that you owe, you going to use that to pay. God never does a miracle or performs miracle without you taking the first step. You know what? Very many of you, you're still praying today for breakthrough and you're not seeing the breakthrough. Not that God has hidden the breakthrough, but you think that by just screaming and shouting, praying for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, and applying nothing, it will happen. It doesn't work that way. Look at all the miracles that Jesus performed. All the miracles, the people have to move first. All of those miracles, I'm telling you how you get your breakthrough in life. It is the weekend. You go into the weekend, you need money, and we're giving you money. There are other opportunities that God has already created for you. But it would not happen. You would not receive it when you're not applying effort. The woman, where in the Bible, I think that's Second Kings, either Second Kings or First Kings. By cultural standard, her husband took debt. He credited the wife can do something. He told the people things. And when the time came to pay, there was no way. Fighting, looking for money too, he died. He left all the burden on the woman, all the debt. So the people say they want the money. If she can't pay, then they will take her 2 sons. She goes to the men of God, just how most of you can run to pastors. Instead of them telling you, this is what you need to do, they can say, oh, let's pray. I'm just encouraging you people to keep up playing the King's Cash giveaway. I wouldn't lie to you. Most of your friends who you see are experiencing breakthrough in their lives is because they move. So what did the pastor Elisha ask her? He said, what do you have in your house? That means God just need a single application to complete it. He asked her, what you have in your house? The woman said, I ain't got nothing there. She thought that he was asking for days, the BB things there. She said, I ain't got nothing but a single jar of oil. So what did he say? He said, go take that and sell it. Meaning, as you put that jar, you going. I will touch each and every person that you pass by to get it all, but before then I will multiply. And what happened? That's how she solved her problem. So you got problems? Apply effort. We're giving you 10,000. That's how you take the 10,000. Start playing now. It is a testimony. The guy won a house built. Can you imagine? Somebody who was renting. Today, he is an independent person. No landlord going to come to him at the end of every month or 6 months or 1 year. He doesn't have to be thinking. So he has the opportunity now to reorder priorities. The money that he was using to pay rent, to do this now, he will now direct it on other things, probably settle at a good level his child or children's school fee and other things, because he's not going to rent that part of him again. Had he not applied effort, the testimony wouldn't have come. So just do it with the King's Cash giveaway. Yeah? You see people getting 20,000, people winning 10,000, people getting house, they getting cars, everything. Their life is just changing. And that's how you come out of poverty. You don't come out of poverty by telling people that you are suffering. All of us know that this country is hard under Joseph Yuma Boakai. But that wouldn't help you when you're complaining. The country is hard. It is it is the truth. The country is hard. But in the midst of difficulties, there are always opportunities. There are always opportunities. And one of the opportunities is what King's FM is giving you through the King's Cash giveaway. 10,000. Dial star 799 star 25 hatch. Play with $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US. And then you can explain your testimony, or others will explain your testimony. They will be asking, say, boy, how you happy? Say, do I just play the Kids Cash giveaway? That will change my life. So, okay. So, with that motivation, let's get into what we have on our plate for this afternoon, the weekend, and then we are out. It was interesting hearing a story about a weeping woman who runs an entertainment center in Morovia. Yeah, it was. Those of you who are following by the television, if the sound is okay, please let me know. Initially, some of you were notifying of echo, that there was an echo. So if I am sounding clear, loud, then you please let me know. If not, then it will be work on. The technician will work on it. Yeah. So please. So the lady, I was told that it's not easy right now. The Unity Party government has started, or it's continuing. Thank you, Winston. Thank you, Winston. The government has started moving, or continuing moving from place to place, breaking down structures they claim are on water and sewer pipe. So they are moving from place to place. Initially, they broke down other areas, nothing happening there yet. So many are attributing that to the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf era. During the Sirleaf era, they moved with the same thing, and then they broke down structures in Central Morovia and other places. And nothing was done. Those places left there for years. People move in to build makeshift structures on it again to continue the business. So they are attributing what is happening now to what happened in Ellen's administration, that it might be the same thing. There is this place. I'm giving a graphic picture to those out of Liberia. If you left Liberia not long, then you know what I'm talking about. But if you left Liberia 10 years ago, 15 years, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But you might remember some of the streets. So the intersection of Gele and Ashmore Street, where you have the old Ministry of Commerce and the Baptist Church. Baptist or Methodist, right at that intersection, behind fire service, the fire service that can pump 15 gallons of water. Right behind it, they have structures there, and they have this entertainment center called Ambition. The Public Works and Water and Sewer people are there right now as we speak. They've broke down, they destroy all of the structures over there. Now, this is not to mock this woman whose business center was taken down to the ground. I'm not mocking. Nobody should interpret it that way. But what I'm about to say is what happened to most people. In revolution, that means in election time, you don't be too loudmouth. You can support, you can speak out, but you have to do it with caution, because the future is not known to anybody except God. You want to be careful how you condemn the outgoing, because you have a strong interest and you are supporter of the incoming. It was an interesting saying today. This is not a mockery, but when they were doing it, I felt sorry. But again, I just said within myself that what a revolution is. The people would not, they would not have time for you. The people were saying, yes, it's good. Let her entertainment center go. That woman, they kept on saying, say that woman cost George Weah. That woman said all kinds of things against CDC. That's what they were just saying. Just imagine. Even people who are affected, they're saying along too that yes, all are affected, but at least we manage it. That the government and our government and she was causing Weah upon anything. I didn't know that they were carrying out the destruction. I ran out of Megabar, so the guy who usually recharge on my behalf or for me does his business right around there. So I went there to him only to see why going, the street is flooded, everything down. Later on, people pointing to the entertainment center. They say, oh, you see, a good for her. Let's see now. When she was told, let her go to Joe Walker. Let Joe Walker. That's why you have to be very careful. In any revolution, be mindful. Know what to say, when to say it, how to say it, where to say it, to whom you are speaking. The people say she was shouting me. I know. I see it. So I'm only quoting them because I heard them say when I went to recharge to get on the air. Say, all right, they'll go now. They'll go, yeah, Joe Walker. Ain't you you're causing George Weah? You are saying all kinds of things. CDC days. You will go all, will be you'll mess this country, all kinds of stuff. You want to be careful. Why do you say? Because you can never tell. When government gets ready, they will not say that our party is in here, you're leaving. Now they're not looking at those places or those structures as Unity Party, CDC. They're going indiscriminate. It is not on a house or a business center, CDC. It is not on the house or business center, Unity Party. Unity Party say you're on LWSC water pipe and we want to start running water throughout the city. They're not asking for Unity Party person, CDC person, MPC person, ANC person. They're not asking, they're moving, they're destroying. You see that? That's why you have to be very careful. They are there. They brought the excavator to take down everything. They stay there, I left them there. Some of them nowhere to sleep tonight. Already they're living in a makeshift place, some kind of where they put like zinc shot or 1-2 block rooms together. The whole family living there. No bathroom. They will have to come all the way outside. In the night, they will have to carry what they call in labyrinthine chimo inside, just like a dead poor. And now they have no place, nowhere to stay. It's after 3 going to 4 o'clock. The dark is about to fall upon us. Where are they going to sleep? Yesterday, when George Weah was being sympathetic, when George Weah was put on that understanding that these people are humans, as much as the Ministry of Public Works wants to do this, do that, and we don't have alternative plan in place yet, because alternative plan is we want to move these people from here because they are all LWSC POP. So do we have a place, apart from giving them ultimatum, do we have a place? Do we have some money? Can we allocate for some money to give it to them and give them at most 2 to 3 months? When George Weah was thinking that way, the people say, oh, the men are serious, the men are doing nothing. He won't build the country. So fast forward, we are off. The rescue is in. Rescue is rescuing you with that kind of terrible situation. Where you're going to sleep? Too bad off. Some of you are out of business completely. Those of you who have nothing at all for the next 3, 4, 5 weeks, how are you going to regroup within yourself? That means organizing yourself to move forward. How are you going to do that? That's why you got to be careful. And I think every substance is in that statement, that it is better to live with the devil that you know, and the devil knows you, than the angel you have not seen. Because you don't know how the angel is coming. The angel can come in white, and the angel open up his diabolical act. And let me tell you something, that's how it's going to be. Satan is going to come in all white, just like Jesus came. And as soon as he lands, he's going to show his real color. That's why you're seeing so with Unity Party. Everybody was so excited all over the place. You people were running. I'm not saying that it was wrong for you people to celebrate or to support your party, but you weren't cautious enough. You felt that, oh, instead of just waiting, take over, you put all your anger, your vexation, your cotton, everything against Weah. You said that Weah was the man who messed this country up, as if Weah was the one who colonized Liberia, or who created a state called Liberia, and he did nothing, because that's how you can portray it. Everything you're putting it on this one man, as if Weah was the one who created the country called Liberia, and he had everything and he did not do anything. That's how it is. That expression that I mean, they put everything. Oh, we are messed this country, or we are messed the country. Did we inherit a developed country? We are inherited a messy, dirty, stinking, nasty, undeveloped country called Liberia. A country that Ellen King from Harvard University, BBC, VOA, Radio Al Jazeera, everybody, they were referring to her. Harvard trained, meaning that this woman is highly educated. She's going in with all of the solutions. She looked at all of the people in the country. She said, this Bwaga man is the man that will help me. Bwaga has this, Bwaga has that. What did you see after the 12 years? Did they develop Liberia? So how everything can go on Weah? Well, you're just campaigning for Weah again into 2029. That what unfolded today. They are there. And she will have to grapple with it. Her own government broke down her business. Now, she can't say it is George Weah, because if she said Weah messed the country up, God will struck her dead. Yes, I mean it. Everybody around there, they did not hide it. You want to be very careful, because when you're saying certain things, when you're doing certain things, you're in the open. You are exposed. People seeing you. People put you in their mind. So when something happening, people can reference, or ain't the woman there, or ain't the St. Andrews there, and you, just like that. The same way when somebody dies and the person just there. Once that body is turned, if the body is on the stomach and is turned on the back, that they can see the face, less than no time somebody will identify it. They say, oh, that's so and so. Or you are living so and so. That's so and so person relative. That's how the world looks. This is why when you're in the midst of people, God who created all of us, he said, trim your tongue. Trim the tongue here. You're not even trim, but you must tame it. Don't just talk loosely because you think you support a giving party or you support unity party. Yeah, that unity party destroying your supported unity party. We can empathize and sympathize with the seditions, those who, you know why? Because the government are in power again. So we sympathize with them. But those of you who are unity party partisans, we can sympathize with you people because your government said they're coming in to develop. They rescue the country. So they should not be doing that to you. They should not be inflicting pain. They should not be putting you people in the state of degradation. They should not be putting you digging your grave before you can even go, because that's what they're doing to you. That's what they're doing. They broke your business down. How are you going to get life going? They're not regretting it. They have the money. They have the cars. They have the houses. They have everything. They're not concerned about you. So you live it. For the seditions, yes, we sympathize with them. Personally, I sympathize and empathize with them, and I know with time God will make way out of no way. But those of you Unity Party partisans, I'm not sympathizing with you because it's your government. So you're endure it. You're talk over for a change. Change comes with swallowing the bitter pills. You'll find solution to your own problem. For the seditions, God will find solution for them. But you Unity Party partisans, you're on your own with your government. You go to Joe Boaga, you go stand in front of Joe Boaga's house. Just like the party chairman did. When he didn't have job, he needed a job. He felt that Boaga was completing the appointment, and he took media people and others. He stood in front of Boaga's fence, and Boaga gave him job. So you can do the same. You gather yourself, Unity Party supporters. You go in from Boaga's house and say, we are supporters of Unity Party. We supported you. We voted you. The excavator or Public Works and LWRC went there along with police. They broke our place down. We ain't got any place to go, nowhere to do our business. So, Mr. President, we came to you. You go there, he will find solution for you. You will find place. That when you support a revolution and you are encountering problem, you move toward the same revolution. You move to the head of the revolution and say, this is the problem that we are having. And then they will find solution because they owe it to you. They fulfill your part of the bargain or the social contract. So they are under obligation to fulfill theirs. You voted Unity Party government and Joseph Yema Boakai. They are breaking down your houses and business centers. So you go to him and tell him, Mr. President, we are UPAs. We voted for you. We answer to, we agree. We answer to everything. We wore our green and white. Now we have nowhere to stay. We have nowhere, our business, everything down. We came to you, find solution for us. You go there. You go to him. All right. That will be doing it for that. You go there, I am Mac. So keep playing the King's Cash giveaway. We're giving you 10,000. 10,000. If you are affected by that demolition and you are truly a sedition, once you play the King's Cash giveaway, $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50, guess what? God will direct that 10,000 to you. The little that you have, you'll use that, and God will find a place, even suitable place, than where you think you were squatting. Dial *799 *25# play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 and get out of Nebuchadnezzar poverty. Let's go to the retreat of the House of the Majority Bloc. The House of the Majority Bloc. They are not the House of Representatives. Nobody should call them the House of Representatives. They are the House of Majority Bloc. They are renegade individuals, tiny individuals. They hijack what seemed to be the speaker position, but that is not it, because the law is the law. That is why the Supreme Court will have to do the needful in the next couple of hours. They've known the fact that everybody is tired, everybody fed up, nothing absolutely they can do to change anything other than telling the nation that Richie Kuhn was imposed on the people. He's not the speaker. So they retreat. They call it retreat. The retreat of the majority bloc, the House of the Majority Bloc. They started their retreat today. They had several of their members there and the delegation from the Ghanaian Parliament. The delegation from the Ghanaian Parliament. The speaker from the Ghanaian Parliament took to the podium. He took to the podium. You listen carefully. You could tell that they actually pressed upon the Ghanaian delegation or the Ghanaian speaker to come again to add what would seem a flavor to Richie Kuhn as the speaker. You could tell from the guy's address, the way he spoke, you could tell that they're not comfortable with what is happening in Liberia. Those of you who follow the address before me, you know what I'm talking about. If you look at the guy's countenance, that means his structure, his body movement, and the words that came out of his mouth. When he was done with the protocol, he came to the way they are in Liberia. The way they are in Liberia. You could tell from the man's speech and his countenance that he's not satisfied with that arrangement, that kangaroo thing called House of Representatives over there. It is based, that's why I said don't call it House of Representatives. Call it House of the Majority Bloc. They are the majority bloc, and when they convene, they're the House. The guy said that they're not staying in Liberia. Now, take it, put it in your notepad. The invitation to the Ghanaian speaker and delegation to be in Liberia until the end of the retreat. And if you listened last night to Teacher Light, AB, he told you exactly the main reason why the Ghanaian speaker, along with his people, came to Liberia. It was not solely for retreat. No. It was not solely for retreat. The guy gave us every reason that truly what AB said was true. The guy said that after making that brief address, they were running back to Ghana. They were running back. Now, because the guy didn't want to make the lawmakers and their so-called speaker to feel bad and give this understanding that they're not comfortable at all with Richard Kuhn as being speaker. Boaka went to the place and they recognized Richard Kuhn, and for them to say, oh no, we're not satisfied with this, so we are leaving. The guy said that they have a budget hearing. Then he said, just 3 days. They had just sent the budget within 3 days. And they had to run back to start. Then he said, and you know the opposition is strong. That means the opposition has started discussing the budget here. I know whether it is the reality, but assume it is the reality, given what he said. But I know, listening to him over and over and watching his countenance, he was only saying that to say, your problem here is not our problem. The thing is not for us to come here and settle. Let me find a way to go. So he said, me and my delegation will be leaving immediately. But we will leave, he said, I will leave my technical men here who will liaise with you. That means he will be on the ground following the retreat. Then the guy said, the Ghanaian speaker, he said, anytime you need our presence, please let us know, we will come. In Labyrinthine, you know how we call that one? The person giving you the impression that they are in support of what you're doing. And they're leaving. But within their hearts, consciously, they know that it's not a place to be. But they're only using that means to make you to feel fine that they are with you, but consciously, they're not comfortable, they're leaving. Can you imagine? The man came with, I think, a couple of individuals. Then he said, I'm leaving the technical man here. This man will be with you. Anything he will relate to us. Then he said, anytime you need our presence, our physical presence, you please call upon us, we will come. You go there. Those of you who have access to it, you can listen to it over and over. Then, after saying that, he went to reconciliation. He started to lay emphasis on reconciliation. Why reconciliation? My people here tell me. Why did he say reconciliation? Why did he lay emphasis on reconciliation? When do you have reconciliation? Do you have reconciliation when everything is okay, everything is in place? You please answer me. Keep playing the King's Cash giveaway. We're giving you 10,000. It is the weekend. It is the weekend. I am telling you, it is the weekend. And you know that star 799 star 25 hash, play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US, and your weekend 10,000 is with you. You got problem? You got other obligations? You got a lot more. You need money. Even if you have, you still have. You still need, rather. So play the King's Cash giveaway with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. So your answer, when do you have reconciliation? Do you have reconciliation when everything is in place, everything is running smoothly, everybody in one accord, the rules are in place and everyone respecting it, and there is no defection, there is no division? When do you call for reconciliation? You call for reconciliation or you press for reconciliation when there is a difference, when there is division. The word recon, R-E-C-O-N, means to reunite from disunity. You form or you pursue reconciliation when there is a disconnect. When there is misunderstanding, confusion, strife, division. The Ghanaian speaker, parliament speaker, just on reconciliation. And you know how he said it? Like, you have your problem here. You try and settle it. And yeah, another thing he said. He said, when I come back, the man said it as if he's the overall boss. He needs, before he gets back, he must hear that everything's settled. The man said, when I come back, he said, when I come back, I want to hear that everything is resolved. So he's aware that there is a confusion, and he failed to be honest to himself. And I wish the Ghanaian parliamentarians would raise this issue and have it removed. He knew and still knows from the very first day that Liberia House of Representatives are in confusion. They plot to remove the speaker. They have not removed the speaker. Bwaka goes to Ghana, influenced them through the former president Nana Akufo-Addo, and they sat down there and accept and recognize Rachel Kun as speaker. Then he comes to Liberia and telling the people they must reconcile. When he comes back to Liberia, he won't hear that everything is solved. Where is the problem? If you knew that there is a problem, this statement should have been made prior to the inauguration, that Mr. President, you want Rachel Kun to come as your speaker. However, we are aware of the misunderstanding, the confusion, the division in your parliament. We will not accept anyone until it is reconciled. You settle it. That's what he should have done. That's what leadership is. That's what an educated person do. This statement should have been made earlier before the inauguration. But he accepted, he recognized Rachel Kun as Speaker of Liberia's House of Parliament. Then how can he come, stands in the retreat and say, you must reconcile your differences? When I come back, I want to hear that everything is resolved. No disrespect to him and no disrespect to you Ghanaians who are here. But your parliament speaker is dull. Your parliament speaker is dull. Oh, yes? We say it of our own, and not only our own, we say it too. We see, how can you say you must resolve everything? When I come back, I want to hear that it is resolved. That reconciliation is important, you're reconciled. You know that there is a disunity, and you saw the destruction. You saw the mayhem that went along with this whole thing in the House of Representatives. And you had the audacity to accept Rachel Kun and recognize Rachel Kun before the whole world with that proclamation, Rachel Namwe Kun, Speaker of Liberia Parliament. Then you said yourself in this country and can't trouble, you must reconcile and everything must be settled when I come back to this country. Oh, come on. The money you may have taken. If you ever took money, well, I hope that the Ghanaian parliamentarians will raise this issue on the floor and remove you. And those of you Ghanaians, sorry to say, no disrespect to you people, but your parliament speaker may your shame. You in this country, all you the Ghanaians, you all know that our legislature is in tatters, it's in confusion, it's split. And then you have your speaker coming here after recognizing Rachel Kun as a speaker. Then he comes to Liberia and say, you must settle everything. You're reconciled. What there to reconcile now? You did not know that this place is in confusion. That's why the man ran in no time. He lied. He lied that they have budget hearing. Even if they have budget hearing, the way he put himself into this whole thing was wrong. They could not face up to Joseph Iman Bwaka and say, Mr. President, you have confusion in your legislature. It is divided. Therefore, we cannot accept this man here. To do that is to tell the whole world that we recognize Rachel Kun, yet you still have the certain speaker. Look at the guys in ECOWAS Parliament. You heard, listened, and read their reaction. The self-fanatic Kofa is still the speaker. a regime called the majority bloc that is illegitimate does not have the authority to request the recall of any legislator. Did they not tell the whole world that Richard Kuhn is not the speaker? They can't accept Richard Kuhn. You think the Ghanaian parliament speaker is more educated parliamentarily than those people who are sitting over there? Just stop doing this kinds of thing, man. That's corruption. That's corruption. Corruption is not only money, even though everything starts from the mind. But that's corruption. That's what unfolded today at their retreat. They stay on it. Then that will take me to the majority suspension. The majority suspension. Then I can open the line because this is related. So let me take it. Let me go to the majority suspension. The division, the hatred, the chaos, the strife, the malice, the grudge are compounding every day by these people who call themselves the House of Representatives. The legislature will live with this for a very long time. Not only that, but it has started to have a damning effect on the House of Majority Bloc, the House of Representatives, the executive, President Boakai and all his people, the finance ministry, I sorry for Gafuan, and every other place. They continue to listen to certain voices. So they went and suspended. They stay suspending. They know that they are illegal, but they are still suspending. They said they suspended Representative Jerry Yogba. As soon as they did that, the man took time, he disserted or analyzed their position and decided to respond to them. Hear what he said. Hear what he said. Jerry Yogba, they suspended additional 2. After suspending Yake, then they went to 2 again. He said that I represent at the House of County, I represent the House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature. I strongly condemn my illegal and unconstitutional suspension by the so-called majority bloc of the House of Representatives. This reckless and unlawful action is in further defiance of the Supreme Court's December 6 ruling, which renders all actions and sentences of the majority bloc ultra-virus. It is unfortunate that some of my colleagues at the House of Representatives are bent on consistently and persistently violating the rule of law and parliamentary procedures. This arbitrary suspension by the so-called majority bloc has no legal merit, especially when all of their actions and sittings, including the suspension against 7 members of the Rule of Law Caucus of the House of Representatives, are being challenged before the Supreme Court of Liberia. The continuous illegal actions by the so-called majority bloc are not only unconstitutional and unlawful, but also have the proclivity to undermine Liberia's democratic credentials. He goes on. The guy, they ain't ready yet. He goes on. Let it be crystal clear that given the current composition of 73 members of the House, at least 49 members must be present in session, and 49 members must vote in favor to effect any suspension or expulsion action against a member. Therefore, assuming that my suspension had the legal authority to take suspension actions, my suspension will be completely null and void due to their failure to meet the constitutional and normal requirement of the 2/3 majority of members of the House of Representatives. The continuous illegal suspension by the so-called majority bloc in the midst of the group's announced reconciliation retreat at Farmington surely exposes their high level of insincerity and pretense for a united House of Representatives. While I am committed to a peaceful and lawful resolution of the ongoing crisis in the House of Representatives, efforts by the Rule of Law Caucus in fostering dialogue and restoring peace and order continue to be undermined by the reckless actions of our colleagues who seek to breed division and unconstitutional breakdown. This justifies why members of the Rule of Law Caucus have decided not to attend the reconciliation retreat. He's concluding, let it be known that I am not deterred by the illegal suspension. I call on my supporters and the general citizens of Electoral District 12, Monserrado County, not to panic and continue to support my stance in upholding the rule of law. It is time that all democratic forces, civil society organizations, and the Liberian people stand firm in defense of the rule of law. Like I have always said, Liberia can only experience growth and progress provided we do things differently and not business as usual, especially when it comes to adhering to and protecting the rule of law. Representative Yogba concluded, Liberians and the people of District 12, while awaiting the Supreme Court's decision on the Bill of Information regarding the ongoing leadership crisis and legality question at the House of Representatives, I will remain steadfast and uncompromising in my stance on the side of the rule of law. The response from Representative Jerry Yogba. Time can permit us to go into Mukad's own suspension. He suspended too. So everything, the people who say they are the House of Representatives, they are doing everything upside down. They're not following any parliamentary rule. What you see happening over there is dictatorship, tyrannical rule. We have the backing of the executive. Once we have the backing of the president, we're moving. Once the president can tell his finance minister to, yes, listen to the guys there, hold those lawmakers, pay who are suspended, do this, do that, you'll go and sit down at the budget hearing, no problem. If Bwaka was not supporting this thing from the very first day, those guys would not have the power to do what they are doing. Now Bwaka has brought this problem on himself. How it's going to end, we do not know. The law say you should take a vote, a majority vote, to take any action. Your setting is illegal. You are illegal. But again, you can blame the people. This is what we say. If this country had gone into a war, if people had died, if this country will go into anything, you will blame nobody but that woman who sat down there and her people call Chief Justice and Associate Justices. You see it? You see what is happening now? And you see that situation that they can lead to a full-scale war that can lead to uprising. You see what's happening? Everybody blaming the Supreme Court. Everybody. That is why when y'all opted to blame the Justice Minister, I said, no, you don't blame the Justice Minister. The Justice Minister is not above the Chief Justice or Associate Justices. The Justice Minister is not the Supreme Court. The Justice Minister took advantage of the ineptitude of the so-called, I will call them so-called simply means how you call yourself. And the reason I'm saying so-called, because they had the portrayal for us to call them that way. because this thing had gone upside down. So the justice minister say, oh no, the Supreme Court did not say the majority bloc or the minority bloc did not rule in favor of the minority bloc. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of the majority bloc. When you leave anything hanging, you have set the basis or the ground for warfare, for chaos. And that's where we are. They are responsible. Chief Justice Sanen Yo is responsible. That's why you have to, madam, you have to redeem the time. You have to redeem the time by making it clear that Richard Kuhn is not the speaker. The guy sitting over there, that group is illegal. It's unconstitutional. It has no legal authority, no constitutional backing. You will have to do that and tell the whole world that Fonati remains the Speaker of the House of Representatives. And let's see where Brother will go after you. Had you people done this from the onset, we will not have the guys sitting over there as if they are the law and gospel. But the people have taken unto themselves everything. They are taking unto themselves the complete control of the state. They have taken unto themselves the authority of all the functions. They're operating as a legal body when consciously they know that they are not legal. So they didn't even get time for parliamentary rule that we have to have 43, we have to have 49, we have to have, they didn't get time for that thing. Or they know that they get a man there who is a complete stuptitious. Once they say they want, because they say, Mr. Speaker, let's move to suspend the people. They can't work for 3 session days. That one suspended. Then the speaker say, yes, suspended. Madam Chief Justice, you have to be very careful. You see what you have done? To the extent, the doyen of Liberian politics, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, have to tell you that you, if anything happens in the country, that everybody all over the world now, they're blaming you, Sanen Yo. I know what happened. You never wanted to make anybody feel bad. How is it possible? How you call yourself educated people and seasoned lawyers, and we know you have to be seasoned lawyers? How you will stoop so low at that time? To the extent that you brought this thing here, you brought the country into this kind of situation. Where in the world you have ever seen, even in heaven, God in heaven never do anything called ultra viral. You illegal, you illegal, you red. God never leaves anything hanging. God takes side in his judgment. You look at it. God comes down definitively. Look at all the judgments in the Bible and look at the future ones. Before we can even get there, the man tell you that this is how it's going to be. Nothing going to be hanging. Because God in heaven knows that when you leave anything hanging, you set the basis for crisis, for war, for all kinds of things. Because everybody will be claiming that it's in their favor. If Madam Chief Justice, you can do that thing, then what you expect of subordinate courts? What you expect of judges that are below you? If they leave if judges start leaving cases hanging or rulings hanging, will you say they are right? You never led by example. You and your people, for whatever reason, you all know. That's why we expect no VAR. Don't use no VAR. Y'all keep playing the Kids Cash giveaway. Dial star 799 star 25 hatch. Play with $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 is the weekend. We're giving you 10,000. Take your 10,000, please. I beg you. That's the weekend. We don't want to keep any money yet. Let's read a few comments and then we get to the line and take a few calls and then we move to another stuff. Then we are out. Let me see. Emmanuel Bro. Say, I love and appreciate the response of Representative Jerry Yogba to those renegade lawmakers who claim that they have suspended him from the Honorable House of Representatives. This is very sad and bad, man. Prophetic Elijah Colon. What is about to happen, he writes, in this country will not be easy. God keeps showing some of us these things, and Liberians are not taking it seriously. But we pray for God's mercy. Who else? Clady Allison said, oh my God, Liberians are going through a lot from this Unity Party government. Yeah, they are breaking things down everywhere. I show you referencing the first talking point on the demolition. The boss said this Unity Party government lied to the Liberian people. Lawrence Innes writes, the rescue mission government turned into excuses mission. Okay, let's go to the line on 0772 23 99 33 at 0886 30 4497. The women's line 077798 0375. Let's just take a few calls and then we'll move on to something else. It's the weekend. Hello. Let's hear you as quickly as you can speak.
Yes, the voice of Sabu Rasta joining you from Point 4 to Big City in Zimbabwe. You know, Sam, the Ghana speaker door. Sam, when you get nothing to say, that is Ghana speaker, your family in Seda. But Sam, you know, the whole issue of the person that made the law there at the Supreme Court.
But the man sat down, you go home.
I'm telling you, Sam, that the Supreme Court made the whole thing law for the initial statement, the initial statement, Supreme Court to afford the whole thing shut.
Yeah, they can put in extra time.
But then
the legal game, Sabu Rasta, the legal game was finished in 90 minutes.
I tell you,
but it pushed us into extra time.
In the extra time, I say, I think it's 40. I already get how are you 40? It's getting harder to 40. I can't tell you, we just put a speaker, we just put a speaker, in my chicken in the office, not a speaker.
Thank you, Sabu Rasta. Thank you. Let's go to the women's line. Hello.
Good afternoon, Sam Andrew. This is Carmen Kevla calling from 203 Single.
Yeah, let's hear you, Carmen.
You know, you have just said it all. Honorable you, Shannon, we all respect her. And I know she stands for a purpose. She's a woman of integrity. But actually, I don't know whether she has been a federal executive. Because she was like playing game. She went to school, right? You are a lay woman. I mean, if you can't get this position, but stand for the truth. Let the world know that yes, indeed, she said the truth, and you play your part. You know, our own record of calling on freedom at that time when we were in the election of the speakership. And I said after the election, I said I'm not saying for nothing to be somebody, you know, like standing straight. His son was looking like a war for. So, and I said, Speaker Kofa, you have to be very frank. You have to stand your ground. Otherwise, what I'm sensing coming, it won't be good. If ever freedom can keep record, and you say I said it. So it is true. Sam, Shannon, they all cause this problem. See where we are, all nation as a list. Why somebody who just got their independence yesterday coming to settle me?
Thank you.
Thank you for appointing me the time.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let's bring her on, your sister. Hello. Hello?
Hello? Yeah, hello. Hello?
You are on.
Hello?
You are on the air.
Yeah. Hello, this is Semanju.
Yes.
Hello?
You are on the air, madam. You are on the air. Speak.
Yeah, this is Leila calling from Motokono.
Speak, Lydia.
Yeah, I tell you, thank you for everything you do. I will not go bless you. But I just want to the boy is setting.
Lady, change your location. Your background not conducive. Hello.
Hello, sir, Maju.
Let's hear you.
Calling for this 17 to be